The investment is fundamental for what we attempt to achieve in the ACP Group as a whole, namely to allow the full realization of the talent and ability of persons to contribute to their own development. And that is why we gave a slogan or a theme to this program: without culture, there's no future. Without culture meaning without the use of our artistic talent and the skills and everything of people, we would not see the real development. Especially for ACP, African, Caribbean, Pacific, this is so enriching because it brings to bear what is so fantastic in African culture, from across the west of Africa, the east into the southern part of Africa, and links that with the Caribbean and then the Pacific. And you know, the richness of the diversities of cultures across the Pacific is tremendous. So it's a great source of information, of wealth, to give people a sense of their identity, to give people a sense of how important they are as persons. And all that the ACP really wants to do is to see the human dignity enriched and realized in various forms. Very important for our economic development. I would say our social and economic development. Why? Because again, it creates an opportunity for young people, and the program has focused so much on various young artists having an opportunity to display their skills, and in displaying their skills to be able to feel a sense of self-reliance, to feel also a sense that they have something to contribute from their talent. It contributes in another way, not only in creating the jobs, but in working on any cultural production. There's a sense of being a team, the équipe, of doing things ensemble, together. And that is so important in how people see their identity, not in an individualistic way, but certainly as one in which they will be part of a team and as a group and for their community. And that is so important at this time when societies are being polarized, when people, young people in particular, feel a sense of alienation. They are so alienated, they do their schooling, come out of school, and they can't find a job. We think this is an opportunity for their talents to realize and give them a sense of their importance and earn their living. Increasingly, they're coming to appreciate the program. And one of the most distinguished parts of the program was when we had our 40th anniversary, and we put together what we call our little coffee table book. And the coffee table book enables us to show the variety of culture from our own staff, but some of the achievements of the program, persons who have been trained. But more importantly than that, it showed that the ACP is linking now with countries like Brazil, with Turkey, with India, and also ensuring that all our participants are able to appreciate more and more why culture is essential in giving a sense of dignity, identity, and also reducing polarization in society. And cohesion, coherence about how people work together is what we are about. And that will be so necessary for us to feel a common purpose, looking after our universe, whether it is climate change, looking after the poor people who are dealing with fishing, looking after those who are in agriculture, but especially more recently, looking after women and girls who have a great, tremendous part to play, and they have been denied opportunities. As much as possible, I like the program to deal with gender equality, looking at women and girls, but also room for young men. But we must look at the Sustainable Development Goals of Agenda 2030 that have been agreed by all the heads of government of our 79 countries. And the first one is speaking about ending poverty. But also we have to be concerned about health and looking about health and nutrition, looking after the health of young mothers and to reduce the mortality of women giving birth to children losing their lives. Now, that is so much focused around the individual. We also have to see our concern and how this can highlight what is happening in issues like migration, what is happening in terms of climate change, the desertification that is taking place, the trouble that is taking place with droughts, and in the Caribbean, the hurricanes. So we see the program itself having this cultural dimension running across all the aspects of the Sustainable Development Goals, focused on some more than others. But if we can say gender equality is at the core of it, it's because women will make a big difference, and young girls, to see that they would be educating others and they would be earning livings and finding a way for us to build equality into society in which motherhood and women will play a key role.